Your top die is comprised of multiple parts. Sometimes debris can build up inside of your top die, either from setting a grommet upside down or just through prolonged use. If your top die seems to reduce performance, you may need to disassemble it and clean the internal parts to improve your results. When preparing to disassemble your top die, make sure you have all the necessary tools at hand. You will need a 2mm Allen wrench, a mildly abrasive cleaning tool like this, and a cloth or rag. Make sure your abrasive is rough enough to clean your internal parts, but not too rough as to cause damage to the metal. An abrasive dish sponge or something similar is usually adequate. It's a good idea to lay down a paper towel or small cloth to help catch parts as you open the die. This also holds the debris as you clean the die. While firmly holding your top die, use the 2mm Allen wrench to loosen the black Allen head set screw. As you loosen it, the threaded cap of the die should also become loose. Remove the cap, being careful that you don't lose any of your internal parts. You should find a spring, a bearing, and two half-moon shaped pieces called gripping fingers. Remove all these parts from your die body. Using the abrasive pad, rub the internal cavity of the body to loosen any debris stuck inside. Make sure to also clean the outside of the body, including the groove along the rim. Then use the cloth or rag to remove the debris. Use the same technique on the cap, the bearing, spring, and both gripping fingers until all pieces are clean. When satisfied with your results, it is time to reassemble your die. Hold the body with the small hole facing down and insert the two gripping fingers, placed together like this, into the larger hole of the body until they protrude through the smaller hole and rest firmly together. Drop the bearing to nest in the cup created by the two gripping fingers. Then place the spring into the body cavity. Please note that with all smaller dies, the spring tapers on the ends, with one side being slightly smaller than the other. It is very important that you place the smaller end into the cavity first, to rest against the bearing. If you put the larger end in first, it is possible for the bearing to become lodged in your spring, creating performance problems, including the inability to grip the grommet. Ensure you are placing the smaller end of the spring against the bearing before proceeding. Then place the cap onto the body, making sure the spring rests in the hole in the cap. The dimple in the side of the cap should line up with the Allen head set screw. Hold the cap down firmly against the body and tighten the set screw fully. Ensure that the gripping fingers rebound when pushed in. While you have your cleaning tools out, it is a good idea to clean your bottom die. Prolonged use may have caused the finish on your grommets to accumulate in the grooves of the anvil. Gently rub these grooves, as well as the shaft, with the abrasive pad to remove any debris or buildup. Then wipe the entire die clean with the cloth. Your die should now be ready to set grommets. If you still have problems setting dies, there may be something else wrong with your press. Reference the troubleshooting and facts section of our owner's manual to ensure that all possible issues are resolved. If you have lost or broken any parts of your upper die, replacements are available at metalgrommets.com.